been seeing you go around the store today, and you've been stopping and looking very interested in quite a few of the items.
Because from what I do for a living, we have to go out on the ground and we have to be as comfortable as you possibly can be. So, you know, for me, it's not going to a golf shop and looking at golf clubs. I like stores like this because, you know, you're always looking at getting the newest kit, and you compete with your mates to have the most comfortable stuff. And you know, you'd be interested to know that you can have, if you're on a 4-hour journey across, you know, the Masai Mara, getting from one place to the next, you can have a long conversation about one pair of boots and who's got the best boots.
How important are stores like this for getting people outside?
I think, obviously, they're very important, intrinsic, in fact, probably. But what you want is from a store is not people that talk down to you, because not everybody's going to climb Everest. Some people just want to go and take their dog for a walk, or they want to go camping for a weekend with their kids and have a great time and make sure they're not wet and uncomfortable. And so you don't want someone who's looking down at your nose because you've not, you know, done the 3 peaks lately, you know, under a time of 2 hours. You want someone that's going to be honest with you and kind and give you the best advice and do it in a friendly way. And I think that's what this place offers.
If you are going to do a shopping list, what would you pick in this store for going out on one of your TV shoots?
Water is obviously important. So water purifying, you get the flask, the filter, a good knife or something to open stuff. There's no point having a can if you can't open it. And obviously a good day pack and something to look after your feet and keep yourself dry.
What about the tents?
You don't normally have tents, normally sleep out without them. You can make something to sleep under generally.
Thank you.
Extra weight.
Thank you.
Welcome to Go Outdoors in Liverpool. Is everybody having a good time? Wow, that's such enthusiasm. Okay, so I would like to welcome to the stage the man you all come to see, Mr. Kemp.
I've got one. Hello. Do I do anything? I do. Yeah. You go. Oh, I feel like I'm going to take that again.
Yeah. So we're going to do a quick Q&A, and then we're going to do a couple of numbers. Yeah. We're going to do Unchained Melody. Robson, do your own thing. So Ross, how are you finding Go Outdoors and Liverpool?
Yeah, I don't know what I said to someone earlier, you know, about the ethos. We had a chat last night, didn't we, about, yeah, there's so many other stores out there that kind of like take this highbrow image about going outdoors, but ultimately it's something that we can all do. It's not that difficult. Now, I've got a 4.5-year-old that wants to sit in front of the television. I literally have to drag him screaming out the door. But once he's out there and I start, you know, playing with him and having, you know, having a bit of fun, pretending that we're out bear hunting or whatever we may be doing, then he really gets into it. And I think what you said about this story is that it's not just, you know, people who want to climb Everest, it's people who just want to take their dogs for a walk or just go camping for the weekend, or you just do what we all really should be doing, getting outside of our houses and stop looking at computer screens. And I think what the ethos of this story is about is just people having a good time at whatever level they want to have a good time at. And you need a good kit to do it, and this place sells it.
Spot on, thanks.
Easy?
Slip you a $5 later.
Yeah, well, make it a
So you're obviously famous for your TV documentary series. So you've been all over the world. What's the kind of wildest place you've ever been?
I think Afghanistan, when we were out with the guys, you know, on the ground, whether I was with Marines, UK Marines, the US Marines, or when I was out with the infantry, with the British Army, was continuously the hardest place I've ever been to, and also the saddest place. You know, when you see young people get hurt, very young people, it's obviously very upsetting. Hardest place for me, physically, was probably the Congo, which is not it's called the Democratic Republic of Congo. It's interesting how many countries you go to put democratic in front of their names and generally aren't very democratic. So yeah, that for me was probably the physically hardest place, and I have to sadly admit that I think when the UN helicopter came in to lift us out, I actually knocked people out of the way to get on it. And the Russian lady that took us on the helicopter the next week was dragged off it, was never seen again. So yeah, Congo for me was probably the hardest place I've ever been to.
So not the Lake District?
Sorry?
Not the Lake District?
No.
It's pretty hardcore in the Lake District, I've heard.
No, definitely not. No.
I've got some questions which I'm going to pull out of my pocket.
Oh, here you go. He's been warning me that these are going to be very embarrassing. Let's see how embarrassing they are.
No, they're not. Right, how do you keep active? You're a very fit-looking young man.
50 years old, give me a break. Have a young wife, I guess. That's how I am.
I don't think you meant it like that.
Sorry, I run a lot, yes.
Okay, should we move on?
Yes, certainly.
Okay, so if you could bring 3 things to a desert island, Ross Kemp, what would you bring?
Young wife. What, to survive properly?
Yeah.
Well, it's really, going out with the infantry a lot of the ground, you really work out what a really important is. If it was an endless source of sugar sweets, something to be able to cook with, and something to be able to cut with, I would guess, honestly. And water, obviously water's the most important thing. You can go for, believe it or not, I have gone for some time without food. Not I look like that today, but water, I think, is the most important thing, essential.
Yeah, we've got a good range of water purification products
Over there, over there.
Knives over there.
That was not teed up at all.
Energy, foods, everything. So yeah, if you're planning to get stuck on a desert island, get all your stuff today.
Honestly, this is really those filtered water are brilliant. Those flasks.
Yes.
Take them wherever I go. Because you never know wherever you're going to be, where you're going to be stuck. But you can put literally very unclean water through those things and drink it. It's really good stuff.
So
that was very intense, wasn't it?
Yeah. So favourite outdoor activities?
My young wife. No, didn't say that. What, in terms of like going out?
Yeah. What would you do? Not only would.
Well, I've got a golden retriever, so I take him for a run. I live in the country. I've lived out of London now for only about 8 months, and I remember what it was like being a kid. I've regressed, gone back to where I was when I was a kid. So I lived in London for 30 years. Before that, I lived in the country. Now I'm back out in the country. So just like going for walks and being in this. The UK is a fantastic place to live, to be honest. I love travelling around the world, but I particularly love coming back and kissing the tarmac. We live in a great country, so literally just going for walks in the woods. There's quite some hills, not big hills, not proper hills, not up like you get around here. But cycling. It's boring, isn't it? Cycling and going for walks with my dog.
That's not boring,
is it?
Everybody should go walking more.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody out here want to ask Ross a question?
No, you do. I know you do. You're going to pass out. Well, you've got trained people in CPR here. You're all right. Anyone ask me a question? It doesn't matter. How rude. Proudest thing? Well, it'd be kids, actually. I should say a BAFTA, and I should say a broadcast award, or being in television for 30 years, not getting the sack so far. But actually, my kids.
Are you not coming back to EastEnders?
And no, I am not going back to EastEnders. But you know what? You never say never.
Oh, please come back.
Please come back. How much would you pay me?
Everything I've got.
Everything I've got. Definitely not coming back then.
Pardon my ignorance, but what happened to Grant in the end?
Portugal. But they speak the same language, so there is a connection.
Right, so you can come back?
Yeah, they've kept the character alive, which is good. And they asked me to go back for the anniversary. 25 years it's been going.
30.
Sorry, 30-year anniversary. Obviously got my eye on the ball again. But do you know what? I was off filming documentaries, and acting's a great way to pretend to be something. Making documentaries is a really good way of actually experiencing something for real, and I actually quite enjoy that. I like meeting people and people from all over the world. Bad ones and good ones, and trust me, the good ones always outweigh the bad ones. So yeah, I'd rather do that than go back to a fake world. But if they pay me the right amount of money, I will be there. Joking.
So final one. What's coming up in the future? The next projects?
Yeah, we're making. My company's called Freshwater Films, and I'm not plugging that. I'm just saying, go outdoors 3 times. Go outdoors. So we're going outdoors in the UK actually. So making 3 programs, a trial with Sky One called Heartlands, and it's issues that are like close to my heart. I won't go into details of those issues right now because they may be changing depending on the access that we get. But what we pride ourselves on as a team, a very small team, is getting to talk to real people, honest people about issues that affect the UK, and not doing it in a Daily Mail way or a tabloid way, doing it in an honest way and a truthful way. So yeah, making a series in the UK, 3 films, and then I will be doing Extreme World 5. So might be going off to Middle East, might be going to South America, might be going to Southeast Asia.
Fantastic. Right, okay, I know there's loads of people still desperate to meet you, so can we have a big round of applause for Mr. Ross Kemp? Okay, quick one, while we're still up here, we're about to start a treasure hunt.
So maybe when you've got like time,
Kidding me?
yeah, so just as a lesson to find some stuff.
Oh mate, don't be silly.
Just in your own time, just have a read of it
Oh brother,
and
thank you.
stuff. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
No worries, thanks a lot. The other thing, if you want to look at it, is my heritage on a place called Guyana.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
And there's a lot of things going on within the industry.
I know what's going on there, because
With racial stuff.
Yeah.
And my father wants to sort of go back there. We're worried about his safety because we've been from surveillance.
I know people who are British Guiana, yeah?
Yeah, British down near Georgetown.
Yep, mate, I know it.
Yeah.
Dangerous place.
Yeah, I don't know if you may want to go there.
No,
They'll take you through.
Tell you why, because if you look at on the guy called Lord Wahid Ali, right?
Yeah.
I think he's from British Guiana. He's my agent, and he knows me there. At the moment, it's not a very good place to go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say. How old's your dad?
He's 63.
I'd say stay here.
Yeah, that's it. But he wants to see all the clubs as his eyes.
Oh, he wants to go there and come home.
Yeah, just for a
Oh,
vacation.
they can do that. I wouldn't
Okay.
suggest going there.
Relocating. Yeah, that's it. But anyway, thanks Ross for
Mate.
your time.
I'll read it. Promise I
Thanks a
will.
lot. See you later.
Cheers, fella.